Happy greetings, everyone. I'm Crystal Forman. I'm the owner and educator of Holistic Wellness and Health. And today I'm joined with my special guest. I have Chef Aniyah and Chef Rashad. Today we will be making sauteed Brussels sprouts and snickerdoodle cookies. So let's get started. We're going to actually get started with making our flax egg for our snickerdoodle cookies. So for those who are not familiar, flax seeds are used traditionally like as a topping and for used raw in a lot of dishes. You can find them whole or ground up. Today we're going to use the ground up flax seeds. This is better for baking with because it's you don't get that texture of like the actual seeds when you're cooking or when you're like biting it. Sometimes it's fun to have, but sometimes you don't want that. For snickerdoodle cookie, you want it to be a little smoother. So we're going to use this ground flaxseed. If you have whole flaxseed, especially if you know you're going to use, like you're not going to use a lot of it right away, flax seeds do go rancid quickly. So you want to put it in the refrigerator or freezer. If you're not going to use all of, that's a big pack. So if you're not going to use it all right away, just keep it cold. Or you can buy whole and grind it up in your blender, or you can hand grind it, which takes a little time, but that's something you can do as well. So for our flax egg, we're going to do half of a flax egg. And Chef Rashad, I'm going to have you measure out half a tablespoon of our flax into this, into that bowl. And this is our half tablespoon there. You see on the measuring it says half tablespoon. So for those who are just joining in, just make sure you all can see and hear us okay. Just say hi and let us know that you can see and hear us.
What tablespoon?
Yeah, just a half tablespoon. You're going to put it in the small. No, I'm sorry, the small. That's it. And then to that, we're going to add in 1.5 tablespoons of warm water. And so that's it right there. Just pour it all in. And then you can use your measuring spoon to stir it up. And so it'll become gelatinous, kind of like egg whites, like the yolk from, not the yolk, but the whites from the egg. And it acts as a binder. So if you have a recipe, especially a baking recipe that calls for egg, you can use flaxseed as an egg substitute for equal ratio. So 1 tablespoon of flaxseed to 3 tablespoons of water equals 1 whole large egg, large size egg. So we're going to just let that sit and become gelatinous. So gelatinous means like the gel. It's going to become gel-like. So just going to put it right back up there. And then for the dry ingredients, I'm going to let you put that in this bowl, Chef Rashad. So we're going to put in 1 cup of flour. We're using unbleached flour. So 1 cup of unbleached flour. It's the whole thing. It's already measured. Oh, I'm sorry, the whole cup. This whole thing, yeah. Just put in that bowl. And 1/3 cup plus 1 tablespoon of our white sugar. And we're going to measure out 1/4 teaspoon. So on here it says 1/4. So we're going to put 1/4 teaspoon of our cream tartar in. Not too big, not that's too much. Just a little less than that. Yep, perfect. So cream of tartar, if you don't have that, you can use lemon juice as a substitute. Basically, you're using it for leavening, and it has it's acid. So if you don't have the cream of tartar, you can use lemon juice or vinegar as a substitute. And to that, we're going to add in half teaspoon of baking soda. Perfect. And then 1/8 teaspoon of our cinnamon. That's 1. And we're going to use this fork to mix it up. So while our chef Rashad is mixing that, let's mix all of the dry ingredients, make sure it's all mixed well. We're going to mix our wet ingredients together. So for that, we're going to do one-fourth cup of our plant-based butter. So since we're using the stick here, on here, it says, so this is a tablespoon, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 tablespoons is 1/4 cup. So this is our 1/4 cup. This is a third cup. This whole thing's a 1/2 cup. So you can measure 2 right there. And you can use this spoon. I'll let you do that. And while they are doing that, I'm going to I think that's good, Chef Rashad. Like all everything's blended up nicely. So I'm going to just start taking the ends off our Brussels sprouts here. For those, sometimes if you have like a little bit of brown spots on it, you want to pick out the outer leaves of your Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts are basically like mini cabbages when it comes to the way they grow. So the leaves kind of grow this way and then they go this way. So just take off the outer leaves as needed. Use the spoon. And just put the whole thing, that whole half. A little more. That we are going to add in our vanilla extract. So we'll put in 1/2 of a teaspoon. And I'm going to go and just blend all of that together nice and smooth. And just take that back, smash it with the So I told Chef Rashad something wrong. If you look at the recipe, I've done it this way before, but actually it's better. It's easier to mix if you put the sugar in. But it's okay. We're going to just have to massage it a little more, get a little exercise in there. So just take the back of the spoon and just mash it. I'm going to mix our vanilla extract in there really well. So I'm using white sugar, but you can use a different type of sugar as well. So luckily, we already have some in the refrigerator ready to go. So let me take this out. So once you finish mixing that together, I'm going to put the dry ingredients, in with the our liquid. Yeah, that's good. Just put it all in. And then just keep stirring it and kind of mix it into the butter mixture. Sometimes this works better with rolling out cookie. It's better with wet hands. We'll see how it. That's nice and firm. So we're going to roll these into little balls, and then, but before we do that, Chef Rashad, can you make? We're going to make a cinnamon sugar dipping for our cookies. So this will be our coating. So dip it in. Sitting. You need to move you up. Back. All right, so we're going to double the mixture of the recipe calls for 1 tablespoon of sugar and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of sugar and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon because we have this one batch and then this batch is what we're going to do. So you can put in our sugar in that bowl, and then our cinnamon sugar, and then use the fork that you used earlier, and just blend it all. Just incorporating nicely. Look at some of the sides. So brown sugar is actually white sugar with molasses. So if you get sugar that has not been bleached or has any hasn't had anything removed from it, then it's going to have the natural brownness. But the brown sugar we buy at the store is actually white sugar, and they added molasses back to it. They took it out and then they added it back. That's what they did. So what we're going to do, this is beautiful. I'm going to actually put this here. I think you all can see everything. So we're going to take out about as much. Press it into a ball. And then we're going to roll it in the sugar. And then we're going to put it on our person. So while that's going on, actually both of you, no, we're not going to roll it out. We're going to, sorry, let me show that. So both of you, we're going to take some at a time. And actually that's change our setup. No, it didn't do. You add the flaxseed in there and mix that all. Yep. So this is what we're doing. So once you have finished mixing that, you're going to roll it to a ball. And you're going to dip it in the sugar. And then while it's still in the ball, just put it on, just keep on putting it on this cookie sheet and we'll flatten it with the back. So roll it and then we'll put it in the sugar. So while they are doing that, does anyone have any questions? Happy Friday, Tavon. How are you? Yes, we have our master chefs in the house. So we're gonna roll it and put it in the sugar. And you don't have to be like, you don't have to put too much on like this time. So and then put it on here. Yep, and just keep on doing that. So while they are doing that, I'm going to put my grapeseed oil in. So I'm gonna give you a choice. Do you want to help your brother start forming them and putting them on a cookie sheet, or do you want to put your hands in a bowl and start mixing? Go for it. So I'm putting a couple tablespoons of my grapeseed oil in my pan, and we're using Brussels sprouts that came from the Plantation Park Heights Urban Farm in West Baltimore. So taking off the ends of our Brussels sprouts. I'll move this out the way so you all can see. We don't have our camera guy today, so I'm just trying to direct myself and make sure you all can see what we're doing. I think you're good. And then we're going to cut our Brussels sprouts in half. So nice flat half here, and we're going to put them in our pan in the hot oil face down. So we have about 1.5 pounds, almost 2 pounds of Brussels sprouts here. And make sure you let people know, and you go as well to the Plantation Park Heights every Thursday from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. You can get a fresh produce box. I took a picture of yesterday's boxes on the website at Holistic Wellness and Health on the Facebook page. That's where it is. And this week we had apples, sweet potatoes, butternut squash, the Brussels sprouts, onions, potatoes, yeah. I think that was it. Apples, definitely. Yeah, there's always fruit in the box, and usually something green. Oh, there was salad mix in there too. They do kind of look like the cinnamon pretzel balls, yeah. So our oil's hot. I'm just going to keep on doing this. I'm going to put my garlic in a moment. So you have to just keep on squeezing it, and then it's going to become like you're like kneading it. So just squish it, yep, and then keep on doing it. Squish and keep on like almost like massaging it. So it's holding well together well, even though the ingredients in a different order than ideal. It still works. It's all good. Our Brussels sprouts are in the brassica family. So they are really high in vitamin C and A, as well as sulfur compounds that are traditionally found in things like cabbage and our kale and cauliflower. So our sulfur compounds are great for our skin and nails, but it's also good for our immune system. So it's very important. Know that we're eating fresh produce every day, and you can definitely find it at like some of the farmer markets are still open, so you can support our local farmers. And that's looking good. And so, Chef Rashad, I'm going to spread them out just a little more. So because cookies spread, so once they start melting, they'll melt together. So we're going to space them at every 2 inches. So 2 inches would be about this. Probably a little more than me. Yeah, so and so get your hands in there and just like really, yep, let's make it all mix together and bind together, and then we're going to put it in the refrigerator. So it needs to be in the refrigerator for about an hour for it to hold together really well, and then just form it into balls like Chef Rashad is doing, and dip it in the cinnamon sugar mixture, and we'll get it in the oven in a few moments. Just back up. We'll put my garlic cloves, diced garlic cloves in here, and a little more than 3 garlic cloves. The rest of the 2. But this is a little more than a pound of our Brussels sprouts here. Tomorrow, you can check it out on the Facebook page for Holistic Wellness and Health. I will be speaking at the community building is food. We're talking about food justice and growing food globally, locally. And I will be talking about buying food locally and cooking food locally and the importance of doing that. It is, the cost is $5. It's from 12 to 3. If there is anyone who wants to join and cost is prohibitive, just let me know and I will hook you up. So, but yes, $5, and the funds go to the 3 speakers who will be speaking tomorrow. And you can join, if you can't stay for the whole day, you can join throughout the day. I will be the last speaker, so I'll be going on around 2 1:30. There'll be a panel discussion at the end. It'll be interactive, so you can ask questions as we're going along as well. Nice and hot. I'm going to go and put my Brussels sprouts in face down in our pan here. Then we're just going to add some kosher salt and pepper. Super simple. This is similar in flavor to when you do roasted Brussels sprouts. It doesn't take quite as long. About 15 minutes total. When you put them in the oven, it takes closer to 45 minutes. So that's it. Mm-hmm. So you want to help me, brother? Did you want to put it in the fridge? Good job. So, yeah. You put it on that. Actually, I'll go. We can go back over. Get this in. I'm just gonna make sure they're face down here. Face down, it caramelizes it's prettier, really. That's all it is. It doesn't have to be face down. So it just caramelizes nicely when it's face down, and then you can just stir it the rest of the way for the cooking. For the first 5 to 7 minutes, face down is nice, more for presentation than anything. But if you don't care about that, you're like, I just want to eat it. It doesn't matter. Yes, it's all good. You don't have to have it all day. I'm going to add in my kosher salt, and just enough to sprinkle on top. And I'm going to add a little black pepper. If you want to add other spices, you can. So if I want to add some thyme to this, I can do that. Or some rosemary would be nice as well to give it a different flavor. If you want more of an Indian flavor, you could add cumin. Would be really nice with this as well. So you can flavor it up however you want to. I'll probably do a couple of different flavors here, and I think I'm gonna make a spicy version for my niece and nephew because they like spicy. So I'll probably make since I have a lot of Brussels sprouts here, I'm gonna do a couple of batches and do some with some cayenne because they like hot stuff. But so this will be my batch here. Then I'll make a nice another batch for them for the nice spiciness. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. I'll come back over to the computer and check in a moment. The recipes are posted in the link. So both recipes are located at holistic-wellnessandhealth.com. So we're doing the snickerdoodles for people coming in late, snickerdoodle cookies, and our sauteed Brussels sprouts. So it looks like we are going to need another tray. So the oven's already preheated to 375. You don't have to, but we're going to get that one in the oven, then we'll do another one. And we still have some more in the refrigerator that needs to sit in there for about an hour. Yeah. I'm going to check our comments. Okay. Hi, Johanna. Oh, cool. You're making Brussels sprouts tonight. Nice. Yeah, so we're going to add lemon towards the end. So we have lemon juice. If you have fresh lemon juice, that's great. If not, you can use the stuff that's in the bottle or even the glass container of lemon juice. This is browning nicely. At this point, we're tossing it. So it can continue caramelizing. Our garlic has browned nicely in here as well. So once this is finished, I'll bring the pan over to you all so you can see it better. How are you all doing? So you're out of room. All right, let's get this one in the oven, and I will get another tray. So the oven is set to 375. I'm putting it on the top rack, and we are going to just keep it going. Let me put some parchment paper on there to make cleanup easier. I like to use parchment paper, or if you have a non-stick, as long as there's no scratches on there, because non-stick pans have been shown to have some carcinogenic properties in it. So I prefer to use just the parchment paper. Just so that we know what's going on in our food. All right, so that is beautiful. I'm going to bring this over to you all. I slip. I think y'all can do that okay. Yeah. So I'm going to let them burn just a little longer. So I think you can appreciate having a camera person. There we go. All right. So let's just keep on going. And yes, so there is an Eventbrite for tomorrow's event. It's growing, farming, and community building. And I'll be talking about the cooking part and the benefits and importance of eating local and growing local as well. And we have two other awesome speakers tomorrow as well. So you can find all of that information on Facebook page, Holistic Wellness and Health. I know some of you all are watching from the Black Vegetarian Society of Maryland's Facebook page, so thank you all so much for watching. And also we are broadcasting on YouTube. So the YouTube channel for Holistic Wellness and Health. Make sure you check out the YouTube channel for Black Vegetarian Society of Maryland. It's a new channel, but we're adding more content regularly. So check it out and support. I'm going to turn this down for now, and I'll continue to cook. So I'm going to actually add my lemon juice right in here. The lemon juice adds some acid to it, and it makes it easier to digest. So some people have a hard time digesting things like broccoli, cauliflower, but by adding something like lemon juice, you're done? Okay. So we're just gonna, actually we can get that in the oven too. The rest of it later, yeah. I'll put it in the oven. Yeah, so by adding lemon juice, it makes it easier to digest. It breaks down the cell walls a little bit. If you don't have lemon juice, you can use something like apple cider vinegar. And it just makes it easier on your stomach, especially for people who have a hard time digesting cruciferous vegetables. So just a little tip. And also it adds vitamin C, which makes it easier to absorb the iron that's in our beautiful Brussels sprouts. So adding lemon juice has several different purposes, and it adds some tangy flavor as well. So we are done with this part. I'm going to continue to cook up the Brussels sprouts, but the recipes that we can watch. I will put them in. So I would like to thank our guest chefs. We have Chef Rashad and Chef Aniyah here. And they will be helping me make some more cookie recipes as this is the holiday season. Happy Hanukkah to everyone who celebrates Hanukkah. And happy holiday greetings for all of the other holidays that are going on this month as well. So we'll continue to make our cookies, and we'll be making cookies for the next few weeks as well. And peace and blessings to everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye-bye. All right. Hi, Miss Melina and Dovita. How's it go? So thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you all.